A large number of representatives from local councils around Australia met today for a focused summit workshop to come up with new strategies to go beyond the declarations. To tell us more about it, we actually have a very special person, Trent McCarthy from the City of Darebin Council, Councillor Trent McCarthy, because he is the first representative government person to get a climate emergency declared anywhere in the world. So here is Councillor Trent McCarthy to tell us about that workshop.
Hi everyone. This morning, and I'm going to read this to you because I want to get it exactly right. This morning, over 100 councillors and officers from 77 local councils and the ACT Minister for Climate Change came together for 3 hours to work out how to rapidly collaborate and collectively advocate in response to the climate emergency we face. We had representatives from every state and territory except the South Island of Tasmania who sent their apologies. Joining us were the regional climate alliances, local government associations, the Climate Council City Power Partnership, ICLEI, which is an international organisation, Action on Sustainability, and Resilient Melbourne. Almost all of these councils have declared a climate emergency, and others soon will. Some councils are on the forefront of transforming their towns and cities into renewable energy powerhouses. Others are just trying to keep their communities, properties, and environments safe from the ravages of fire, flood, and drought. And some of our representatives have personally been directly impacted by the recent bushfires as well. What united us all was an unwavering commitment to work together, to cut across political lines, to leave our politics in some respects at the door, our partisan politics, but our politics in terms of a climate response, to certainly bring that into the room. We sought to unite rural shires with the populations. They have populations in the low thousands, with capital cities and with populations in the hundreds of thousands, approaching millions in some cases. Collectively, we represent nearly 8 million Australians, over 30% of the population. Over 30% of the Australian population has declared a climate emergency. We acknowledged that we had gathered together because we had not seen the leadership from state and federal governments, the climate leadership that Australia so desperately needs. I'm proud to say that over 100 representatives, 100 of us gathered there this morning, committed to develop Climate Emergency Australia, a new national network of governments and partners that will provide the climate leadership that Australia needs. These are the two resolutions that we adopted, and these are hard fought in local government. It takes a lot of work to get over 100 people to agree. It's hard enough to get 6 to 9 people to agree in a council. So I'm just still over the moon about where we got to, given that some people had literally, their councils had declared climate emergencies just over a week ago, and others have been in this space for 2 or 3 years. What is extraordinary is the level of commitment to collaborate, the sense of urgency that we all felt, and the generosity of spirit from people to come together and work out how we collaborate in new and meaningful ways to actually keep our communities safe and demonstrate what other levels of government need to do. And we invite them, in fact, to join Climate Emergency Australia. We've got to do a bit more work in terms of how that works, though I think other levels of government will need to pay a membership fee. That's certainly not something that is the only barrier that might be for them, but we want them to be part of a movement that is national, that is collaborative, and that is relentlessly optimistic and is commensurate with what the science says. There are 2 resolutions there. There are the assembled over 100 people that gathered with us today, and I just would ask you to please join me in giving them a huge round of applause for the work that they did together.